Hello, all my Sagittarius friends. Welcome. This is your November 1st through 15th, 2019 reading. This reading is for all Sagittarius energies, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This means if you'd like a private reading, I'll be more than happy to assist you. Please just go to my website, royalmystic.com, right here at the top of the video, and I'll be happy to assist you once you make your appointment. With that being said, let's move forward. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirits, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow everyone to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you, we thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light. Well, we're just going crazy. In which they are intended. We thank you for your divine guidance as well and welcome your energy here. We thank you for this blessing of beautiful messages and we receive them. Thank you so much. So we had a lot of movement in the cards. They were very much showing their expressiveness. Our very first card is the Ten of Wands. The good news is this means a closure to that energy. We have the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Very nice journey going here in the center. It's your core energy. And for relationship, love life, and spiritual life, we're going to start it off right with the Two of Cups, the Empress, and the Ace of Pentacles. Liking all of that energy. In career and finance, we have the Hanged Man, getting a better perspective. The Nine of Wands, getting to that end piece and just getting the last portion done. And the Two of Pentacles, keeping your focus. Move this over just a little. There we go. Okay, so our underlier has a timekeeper. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, third time's the charm. This is very much about the protection that we place on ourselves. It's kind of a gridlock, okay? So you've got to understand, if you were to take 3 swords and jam them together, just like your fingers, it kind of starts to turn into a Chinese torture device. You can't get your finger loose, okay? So it's kind of binding them together. So once you are ready, okay, whatever development you have to go through to get to the point of readiness, once that happens, it releases and these 3 swords are able to be pulled out. It's kind of like the sword and the stone, right? So we're going to allow that we have some things to do before it's actually time. And so 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, third time's the charm. Now I get asked this question all the time. What does third time's the charm mean? Okay, so third time the charm is, you try it once, it doesn't work. You try it twice, something else is in the way. Third time is where the thing goes click and comes undone. So it's saying don't give up. Keep on doing until you get it right? Don't give up on the first shot. Don't give up on the second shot. Third shot, things break loose. Here is your Ten of Wands. This is a beautiful energy because this means this is the last load. You don't have to carry this burden anymore. You've reached the end of a cycle, so it is a closure of the cycle. It means that the tough stuff is over. So he gets to lay this burden down and allow himself to be able to walk upright without having to scratch and crawl and knees buckling and back aching, being able to do something different and not have to struggle. Now, that's a great energy, letting go of that. And your Sagittarius wands are the Sagittarius fire sign. So, Eight of Swords. This is the overthinker's card, the overanalysis paralysis. We all can overthink, and this is being too much into the thinking zone. Now, logic is fabulous. It works a lot of things out for us, but it can also work in some issues like block, okay? You can get a mental block by overthinking it. So it gets overwhelming and your brain just shuts down. The way to get out of this is to sit down, get into a nice meditative state. All you have to do, even if you don't meditate, just take some deep breaths. A deep breath and let it go. Do that several times. and kind of cleanse your energy, just paying attention, directing yourself only to the breath. And as soon as you feel relaxed, pick your pen and paper up and start writing down all the thoughts that just come out of your, ask yourself what is going on and start writing it down. You write down even the silly things, because the silly things are where the block is. If you write down, I feel like I'm not good enough, or I won't be able to do this. What if I don't know how? What if I'm, been fooling myself the whole time and I'm a fraud? Draw a line through that, because that's fear. And when your subconscious mind sees you consciously draw a line through it, you're eliminating it, you're crossing it off and calling it what it is. The other things that will come up will be things you can't do anything about. Those are the things you also draw a line through, and you assign it to who it is. If it's the universe or God, put God will handle this, the universe will handle this. If it's a person, this will work itself out. The universe will work this self out. Or if it's, like I say, if it is an actual person that must do something, write whose responsibility it is for that particular action. And then the only things that should be left on your list are things you can actually do something about. That's how you get rid of them. Then you start putting them in order. What's the most important thing I need to do first? If you can make that list whittle down to the things that you actually can affect, you won't have this gridlock in your head. Now, 9 of Pentacles. Very strong energy of being able to manifest your needed resources. So you see how the money's growing on trees? This is the Garden of Eden card. The 9 of Pentacles means the universe is conspiring in your favor, my dears. And we have to be in a place of knowing that in order to receive it. So you have to believe it to receive it. This is the truth. So your faith in the universe is what brings the abundance. Now, you have the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is a decision or some option that comes in. You can move to the East Coast, you can move to the West Coast, you can have coffee, tea, or water, whatever you want. The universe doesn't care which thing you pick. You think the waitress minds whichever you pick? If she asks you if you want coffee, tea, water, soda, whatever it is, you get many options. You think she gets upset that you have to do one or the other? No. The universe is offering you this option. It's not going to get angry and punish you if you pick one over the other. There's no wrong choice. That changes things, doesn't it? So, we have the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is all about being a divine union, like-mindedness, divine light, sharing source energy. This is a soulmate card. This is also a soul elevation card. So if it is not about a relationship for some of you, if it's about your higher self being present and being of the same vibration, where you have now developed your spiritual intellect and you now use your spiritual self before you actually react to something, and you allow that to be the first thing that happens, is the energy of your spirit and your divine source, your higher self, to be here and be the one that's present when things happen. That is the beautiful energy of allowing yourself to live in that energy, which changes the whole vibration. You have the Empress next, which is the beautiful, nurturing energy, the divine feminine of the universe. So we have the masculine, which are tangible physical things, and we have the feminine, which are the inspirational and vibrational energy of creation, creative thoughts and creative musings. Okay, this is all. She's also known as the muse because she brings it in from the divine. If you're a writer, if you're a musician, if you're anybody who does any kind of artistic thing, this is that energy that you get on that little wavelength of, it feels like you know things that you've never experienced. All of a sudden, they're just pouring in. It's kind of a download. This is the energy, especially if you're someone like me who works in spiritual work. It literally feels like someone just pouring information into you. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is talking about the universe giving you the grounded, solid foundation of financial abundance. This is a new beginning, and this is very stable. So being able to have this gift is fabulous. And all aces are a gift from the universe, so that is a fabulous gift from the universe, being very grounded and stable. Now, it can also mean making some kind of commitment if you're deciding to do something spiritually. Now, remember, this is relationship, love life, and spiritual life. So this can very much be about a journey in spiritual growth for you. So don't worry about being in a place of having to make some kind of you don't have to have a relationship to have this energy. So it's great if you do. If you do, you've got a great vibe going here and a very strong, loving, committed relationship for those of you who that matches. But I'm trying to allow everyone to have a view of what this may be for them. So the Hanged Man, remember it's a general reading. The Hanged Man is about having a better perspective or bigger perspective, because it's talking about the long run. Take a view from the long run. Don't worry about the shortfalls that are happening right now, especially because it looks like you're working through something. So just keep it in mind. You're working toward a goal. And the fact is, you have to look at the bigger picture, because the payoff isn't immediate. And you have to be able to see, I'm working towards something bigger. I'm working towards something in the future. And the work I'm doing is exhausting, but I'm ready to keep going because I know I'm almost to the end of it. So the Nine of Wands is feeling like you're never ever going to get to the goal. You see all these things that have been transpired. These are all things that were overcome, obstacles that were overcome, and just feeling pretty worn down. So this means you're it always gets hardest right before the breakthrough. So don't forget that. And this is that moment right before the breakthrough, because it's the 9 and there's the 10. Okay. So here we have, next to that, it's telling you, keep focus on what's at hand, and don't drop the ball, because if you focus on something else while you're doing all of this hard work, you will turn your attention away and you're likely to make a mistake. There's nothing around the outside or the in the background that's going on that needs your attention more than what you're doing here. So don't pull your attention away from what you're working on. Allow yourself to make it to the end and not deviate, because yes, you're taking a knee here, but you're not stopping, right? Because it'll interfere with the progress. So we don't want to do that. Let's see what the clarifiers have to say, Sag. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for your divine guidance, and your energy is always welcome here and very appreciated. Thank you so much, Divine. Okay, let's see what we have. Ooh, 9 of Cups, great start. The good old Sagittarius King, Fire King. 2 of Pentacles. Telling you, stay on focus, stay on task, no matter what anybody else's drama is. So this is learning something new. This is the Apprentice card. It's either learning something new or specializing in something you already know. So getting even more detailed. A new journey, the Fool, new beginning, an adventure. The King of Pentacles, King Midas. And the 8 of Wands, new blooming beginnings coming in here, some kind of information, so possibilities. Knight of Rods, action. The Emperor, now the masculine energy is here, divinely guiding and bringing you to the physical changes. And the 7 of Rods telling you to hold your ground. Let's see what the underlier is. Good old Devil card. So this is the fear, the worry, the toxic energy of other people around you. It can be your own self-sabotage, feeling like you're doubting yourself, or that you just don't feel like you deserve it, Okay? Sometimes we can talk ourselves out of our blessing, and that energy certainly is there for that. So if it's someone else in your life, you have to make it be to where you prove them wrong. And sometimes somebody else's negative energy can be our catalyst. Okay? So knowing that without a shadow of a doubt, you're not going to follow what they have to say. You have to go the opposite direction and really push hard to succeed. If it is your own self-doubt and self-sabotage, it's only fear. And you can choose not to accept it. So that's where you have to say, I have received my best possible life now, and I will not shrink away in fear. Fear does not control me, and I have a choice, and I choose to live my best possible life now without fear. I deserve it. The universe is on my side, conspiring in my favor. Okay? So, 10 of Wands, 9 of Cups. Letting the burden go with your heart's desire being granted. This is a big yes from the universe. You see his happy little face? Very happy little innkeeper. That's satisfied, happy, and content. Now we have the 8 of Swords, where you're kind of in a place of too many thoughts happening all at the same time. And we've already discussed how to solve that problem. The King of Wands is being empowered, and it can mean an employer or being self-employed. And believe me, that comes with its own set of pitfalls and fears. Because you never know. So it's always a surprise. So the 9 of Pentacles is believing beyond all shadow of a doubt that the universe is on your side and trying to line things up for you in the right thing. And that is where the concentration of, I believe this no matter what's going on around me. So there's a storm happening all behind him. Does he look concerned? No, he does not. He is being still and letting the storm pass, focusing only on the task at hand. This is the options that are being presented. Okay, so some of you may be having the option to take some kind of course or get specialized training in something, and it's always wise, just footnote, always wise to learn. Learning is something that they can't take away from you. Okay, and once you have the knowledge, you are more valuable, and you know this. So it might be a pain in the neck to go through it, but it'll make itself worth it. So, 2 of Cups, very high energy, strong eye to eye or mind to mind, like-mindedness, very strong light and nurturing energy coming through here, and a new beginning. The Fool is the 0 in the major arcana, so for some of you this is a new love life, and it can also be the new spiritual adventure. So he's taking off into this journey, ready to head out into the great unknown with his heart on his sleeve, okay? He's got very much a child's mentality of, I have no fear because I am going to go experience this with an open heart. And he's very happy, little innocent self going along. Now, we have to do it that way because we can't take all the old stuff with us and expect to have a new experience. The Empress, beautiful nurturing energy of the universe, giving you this wonderful guidance and assistance and creative energy and intuition and beautiful inspiration, with the King of Pentacles, King Midas, offering the abundance. You see he's holding that hand out with the coin in it like this. He's got the hand like this. He's holding it like this, saying, here. That's exactly how he's holding that coin. His hand is down here. You can see it. I'm trying to get it where it focuses. So, he's offering financial abundance. What does this say? The universe is assisting you in gaining financial abundance and security. There's the financial offer. It can be a new job coming in for some of you. This 8 of Rods is the new blooming wonderfulness coming in, new opportunities, fertile new communication, all these possibilities. Love the blooming ones. Now, Hanged Man. Look at the bigger picture, knowing that you're not going, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay? Here comes the Knight of Rods calling you to action, ready to go. Now we have the Nine of Wands. A lot of work that you had to do to get here, but the universe is showing up and saying, I got your back. I'm with you. I'll help guide you. I'll move heaven and earth to get you where you need to be. So if you can trust me and have faith that I can do things, and I'm saying I, but you know the universe is bigger than I. The universe can make anything happen if you believe that's a possibility. Two of Pentacles, keeping yourself focused and standing your ground. So it's telling you, don't give up. Keep going forward. Do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. That's how you become successful. You do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. There's no time limit on a successful life. There's no time limit on a successful, abundant work life or spiritual life or love life and relationship and family. Those things come at their own pace, and there's no set time, but you have to put in the work and the energy. So Sagittarius, as always, you guys are always the workhorse of the group. Many blessings to you all. You have a lot in front of you and a whole big lot of changes happening, and it's just telling you stay balanced, stay focused, learn as much as you can, and don't let the fear overtake you. That's the only negative card out here is that Devil card, and that's your own self-sabotage or someone who is trying to sabotage your energy. There's always a dream killer somewhere. So don't do it. You keep yourself focused on what you've got in your heart. It's there because it's being put there by the universe, and you need to keep following it because that's what your purpose is. Many blessings to you all. Thank you so much for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. I really appreciate you guys watching all the other videos, the weeklies, the daily affirmations, the mystic affirmations, and all of the wonderful things I've shared out there. I can't even think of all of them at the same time. Don't forget I have tutorials also, and the yearlies. The yearly overviews will be out in the next few days. I'll probably do them this weekend. So you will be seeing those soon, and I will have you can also book a yearly reading for your personal energy. So many blessings to you, and love and light to you all. I love you so, so much. I couldn't do this without you, and I thank you, every single one of you. Thank you so much. Namaste.